All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Would you please all rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, all are present this evening except for Enrique and Jonathan. I will take a motion to approve the agenda, but before I do that, we had a number 12 on our agenda is a closed session, and we will not be having that closed session tonight, so you can take that off. With that, do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
By Melissa, second by Stacy. Any comments or questions? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries 5-0. Old business, the Prior Lake activities fee increase. We discussed this earlier this evening. Do I have a motion to accept or to approve the raise of activity fees to $15 across the board with a family limit of $900?
So made.
By Stacy, second.
Second.
By Mary. Any comments or questions? Okay, seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries 5-0. Next on our agenda is the approval of a student activities pass for athletics only. This would be a $40 pass per student per year for grades 6 through 12. Free and reduced lunch students will remain free. Do I have a motion to approve the student activities pass?
So made.
By Michael, second. By Mary. Any comments or questions?
I have just one.
Go ahead, Stacy.
Just as far as, and I know you'll do this anyway, but reporting to see what this does to our attendance, as far as.
We'll have greater reporting because everything will be purchased right down to the student grade level, the gender of the student.
Okay.
And then we'll continue to count.
See who's actually attending. Yeah, that's my,
Continue to track attendance at events.
okay. Just because I'm curious to see what it does to maybe some of the not so well-attended events, if it goes down or if it increases or whatever. So I'm just curious to see how it does.
Russ, one other question. This pass will be able to be purchased throughout the year, not just at a certain time?
Correct. Yep, we'll have it open on fee pay
All right, good.
for whenever they want to purchase it, and then it'll be just a stop in the activity office to get the sticker.
Great.
And it will be communicated to the parents this before.
Right, we'll put it in the newsletter that goes out. We'll send an email blast out to parents. We'll have it as a part of our freshman orientation and open house night.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries 5-0. Thanks, Russ. Moving on to new business, approval of letter of understanding.
All right, good evening, Chair Schimick, members of the board, Dr. Stallo. You have in your board pack a letter of understanding between City of Savage and Prior Lake Savage Area Schools. Also for an outdoor recreational facilities agreement. This is very similar. The district has had a similar agreement with Red Tail Ridge. Obviously, the district owns the property, has playground and other play space, and so what this agreement does, it allows the city to have use of it after school hours, and by doing so, it does waive the park dedication requirements that are typically associated with this type of project. So with that, I'm seeking board approval.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the letter of understanding between the City of Savage and ISD 719 for Hamilton Ridge? By Melissa, second by Mary. Any comments or questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Long-term facilities maintenance plan. This was also reviewed at our study session just a little while ago. Does anyone have any questions for Jim before I ask for a motion?
One question, the 25%, that's not across the board, is it? Or is that based on the total, the 25% that we can apply for from the
Based on
state?
every project, 25% state aid.
And the aggregate by year, or?
Correct. As we spend it, we have, I think that's right, Julie? Or we get that up
The
front?
revenue comes to us is based on 25% state aid, and the Remainers levy.
Thank you for that.
Any other questions? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the long-term facility maintenance plan?
So made.
By Stacy, second.
Second?
By Michael. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Or did you say aye?
We all
Okay. That motion carries 5-0.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're moving on to the superintendent yearly evaluation. Every year, the board evaluates our superintendent. We filled out a survey. We met in closed session to discuss the survey results. We met with Dr. Stallo. And after all of those discussions, Stacy and I, as chair and vice chair, wrote an evaluation statement, a public statement, that I've sent out to all the board members, and this evening I'll read that statement. The evaluation of Superintendent Dr. Terry Stallo was held on Monday, June 10th, 2019. All members of the school board were present for the assessment discussion with the exception of Melissa Enger. All areas of her job duties and responsibilities, along with the operational plan and priority work, were reviewed. It is opinion of the Prior Lake Savage Area School Board that Dr. Stallo has met and exceeded expectations in her duties as superintendent of Prior Lake Savage Area Schools in all areas of her assessment. Her shared leadership model motivates all staff toward the achievement of our district mission. She initiated a successful review of the district strategic directions that was all-inclusive with our community stakeholders. Her visibility in our schools, communication skills, and positive community outreach has allowed our district to sustain an excellent reputation among its peers. She communicates a clear vision for continuous improvement that supports the district mission and goals. Dr. Stallo continues to address the needs of a growing district through oversight of construction projects, financial impacts, addressing the needs of each student through individualized learning, and supporting existing programs and future initiatives. Dr. Stallo has been recognized as a 2019 Administrator of Excellence by the Minnesota Association of School Board Administrators. As a board, we will continue to hold her to the highest standards for financial long-term planning and stability. We will support her work building stronger relationships within our community. The Prior Lake Savage Area School Board looks forward to her continued leadership and commitment to the Prior Lake Savage Area School District. Thank you for your dedication to Prior Lake Savage Area Schools. Did you have any comments?
Of course. None prepared, but of course, thank you very much. And thank you, board, for your support and your challenges. We certainly have been through a lot in the past year especially, so I want to thank you. I know that the work that we've done has been extra work on all of you as well, extra time, and I appreciate the time that you continue to learn and challenge and push and support the work that we're doing on behalf of kids. I also want to thank an absolutely unbelievable administrative team. The work that has happened in the last 4 years, but particularly this year, I absolutely underestimated, I think, what $109 million referendum would mean, not just with the heavy lifting in terms of construction, but all of the other parts that go along with it. And I know Jeff, Julie, Maureen, and Jim, the four of them have put hours and hours and hours on top of their already full-time jobs as you add another $109 million to the budget. Jeff's done a fantastic job coordinating multiple areas of the project and has done a great job. Maureen and Jim, I know, are on site daily, knowing what's going on, knowing what needs to go on, and communicating with our partners. So I want to thank them and the entire admin team. You know, I think when even if you think about the boundary process, just as that was a lot of additional time for our board members, there were a lot of administrators that were a part of that as well. And again, awesome things for our school district, but certainly I feel very fortunate to be working with such amazing people who roll up their sleeves, work together, and make sure that the mission of our kids is what's in the forefront of their minds. So it is a pleasure to serve this school district in this community. I'm grateful for the continued opportunity to do so, and I promise you that I will stay relentless in my quest to ensure that that mission does come to life for all of our students. Thank you.
think that brings us to the end of our meeting. Except I do want to remind everyone, there's only one meeting and potential work session in July, and I believe it's July 15th. So just keep that in mind. So I guess it's our break. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So made.
By Stacy, second.
Second.
By Mary. Comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That motion carries 5-0. Thanks.
Thank you.